Hello and welcome to another Idiot Plays live streams. This is the Last Caretaker, released I think on the 6th of this month, so it's relatively new. I played the demo and absolutely loved it. Stay there, I'm not going to get involved with you just yet. So yeah, basically it's a survival game where you are the last caretaker of the planet and you have to kind of survive, save people, which is later on in the game, which I haven't got to yet. I've literally spent the first day and a bit just trying to get my ship sustainable when it goes out. My first playthrough was good, I enjoyed it, but it kind of went south rather quickly when I realised I wasn't going to be able to survive because I didn't have sustainable fuel and power sources, because this world is massive. That doesn't look that far away, but it takes a good couple of minutes to get to it. The big one over there with the pointy bit on it is like a radio tower. You unlock those, power them up, and it will tell you what's in the local area. They are very handy. The base that you start on starts off with a load of solar panels, a load of wind turbines, but it costs a hell of a lot of resources to repair them to a state of where you're going to get any usable power out of them. So I elected to dismantle everything, use those parts to build up new infrastructure. So I've got new solar panels and new wind turbines. Wind does seem to be the best one for me at the moment. Solar is good obviously during the day if you've got a day like this. How much is that outputting? 1 watt per hour, which isn't massive, but these things are kind of sticking out. 1 watt, but when there's demand on the circuits they will start really kicking out some power, which is good. So I've got a load of those. So the base is pretty much only really set up for me coming back every now and again, restocking, reloading everything, crunching a few bits and pieces because it's free energy at the moment with the wind turbines. Cleared out most of the junk that was in this base because it was full of all sorts of stuff, which I've used. These 2 battery banks that take the power from the wind turbines and the solar, store it here, and then I can use it to power everything in the base. That's my boat down there, we'll have a look at that in a minute. In here you've got the usual saves, so you can save there, and this is your little bit of health regen. That's a light switch. This is the door. There's no power to anything at the moment until I flip this switch. And everything comes to life. I'll keep the door shut now for a bit because the nasty little buggers try and swim in. As you can see, now I've started using the power. It's drawing the power from the turbines upstairs. These can be set 3 different ways. I can set it so the flow is directly into this mode here, or I can set it to go back the other way, in which case it draws off the batteries, or I can set it to the little 1 and 0 thing, which means that when there's a draw it's going to draw the power from upstairs to the system that needs it. So at the moment I've got the batteries sat there as a backup, so if it's a cloudy day and the solar's not working and the wind turbines are knackered because you have to keep maintaining them, then it will draw power from the batteries and keep everything going. I've got a couple of batteries on the ship, which I'll go into in a minute. So I'll show you a quick bit of the resource gathering. There's 2 ways you can do this. If I get 2 bits of junk, I'll use this one. So 2 bits of junk. 2 options basically at the moment for me is I can use this tool, dismantle, and that gives me resources, plastic and metal. Ooh, like that. Some vitamin D. Could do with some of that, don't get out much. Or you can hook it up to that way, and we stick this. This is basically a recycler, so anything I shove in there, this is going to break it all down to its component parts and shove it out here. So this is metal junk, that goes in there, and then I get some pure iron, which I'm going to need to maintain everything and build new stuff, which is what you do with this. So at the moment, I think I'm level 8, I think, which has mostly been through dismantling stuff because you get XP for everything. So I've got a backpack, which is a backup power supply, torch, different fuel hoses, diesel for the engine on the boat, and electric for the engines as well. Couplers to put an extender in. Batteries, these are all the component parts of everything you make. So you've got conduit wiring, compression pumps, coolant radiators, logic chips, filter systems, storage, turbine blades for the wind turbines. Alloy frames are used in pretty much everything, so you need a lot of those. Display screens are used in some of the high-end electrical stuff. Battery cells, they're used in a good amount of bits and pieces, so you need a good few of those. Optical lenses, I haven't used many of those yet, to be fair. I've unlocked petrol generators, electric generators which take fuel, small diesel containers, solar and wind. As I say, I'm using more wind turbines at the moment because that seems to be a better resource at the moment. That is a recycler, so I can build one of those somewhere else. A diesel generator, which I'll show you in a minute, is a game changer, along with the wind turbines. These are cylinders for the engine, so you got this is for the diesel engine, that's for the electric engine. That's got a booster on it, which is 5 watt. I'm not sure the difference in output wise to the engine. Glow sticks, basic lights, they come in handy. Storage containers, pistol, which that's an electric pistol, which I wasn't going to bother to get, but then I realised some of the enemies that you'll come across, you're going to need some form of defence, and the electric one still seems to be the best way to go. So at the moment, the boat's all hooked up to the external supply. I've got another battery here, so I've got the wind turbines on the roof, I've got the 2 batteries upstairs, and I've got the 3rd battery down here. So that is always going to feed into that battery, and with it set to this, that will only feed the boat if the boat is drawing more power than is actually in the battery. That's my diesel tank, which I don't use. I make my own diesel. Another battery bank here, so that's set exactly the same, so it will feed into the battery, and then the battery will feed the boat, because that's going into the boat to feed the boat power. Another save and health thing here, that's the main switch for the boat. This is Fred. I found Fred hanging off of a stairwell over there. Fred's going to come in with me as a bit of company. This is my diesel generator. So this takes all the bio waste that I pick up, shove it in there, and it converts the bio waste. It's not as efficient, so I'd hope it'd be, but you can stick a load of bio waste in there and it generates diesel. I don't need any at the minute because I've got a full tank. I've gone with full electric power, which is daft because at work I absolutely hate working on electric vehicles. But in this game, electric is the way forward. So that's all banked up with 5 cylinders. That's only got 3 because I very rarely use that. Only if I'm really in trouble and need to get away rather quick. I've got my own recycler and this thing, which is the same as the one upstairs, which is... Turn the power off, idiot. Yeah, so that's the same as the one upstairs. That just helps me make stuff. Although I can do it through the build menu. I've yet to see the reason why, unless there's only specialist stuff I can make through that, but I haven't uncovered any of that yet. This is my storeroom. These are all spare electrical components. Everything in here is just all the iron. I've got a bucket ton of gold, glass, carbon fibre, titanium, copper, teddy bears. Of course you're going to have teddy bears. These are all what I need to build stuff. These are all reserve stuff, just in case. That's spare cylinders for the electric engine. That's a very, very, very emergency generator that's I can plug into here and that'll supply power. They're spare boxes. Yeah, boring part over. Let's power up the boat and get out of here. Power up the boat quick, and then I'm going to go and open the doors. And we'll go into piloting the boat in a minute. Might be a bit loud. Yeah, because the boat is powered on, but I've not got anything running generation wise. It's pulling power from the setup here to keep the batteries topped up. So it's like you park your Tesla in your garage and then plug it in and the house is going to charge it. So all I need to do is unplug this, take this with us. Yeah, so now that's not connected, it's not drawing any power from there, so that's just going to keep filling the batteries up. Take off the mooring line. Come here, thank you. Now, the boat is free. I don't deploy the anchors because they get caught up on here and it makes the boat tilt over a little bit, so I've knocked that on the head. So this is all the organic stuff you pick up from killing some enemies. I dump all this in here, and then when I need diesel, I just hit this and it generates diesel and then fires it into the main tanks. But if I do need a backup, I've got these. Yeah, so that's my emergency generator. If all things go south, which they probably will. It took a while for me to get this set up to a point where I'm pretty much self-sufficient energy-wise out there, and electric is the main draw. So now the way it's set up is the batteries downstairs. Sorry, this is very boring, and I know you're not really interested in this, but this is my boat. There are many like it, but this one is mine, so you will get a guided tour. These are all set up to be the backup if the main power fails up top. These are sat here fully charged and will only draw, the boat will only draw it if it needs it. The one at the front, pretty much set up the same, but it's got a priority of feeding the boat all the time. The wind turbines and that aren't moving yet, so it is actually, this battery is effectively topping up the boat. So once I go out and these are all up and running, you'll see what I mean. We're going to take Fred. Sorry. Come on. Right, you can stay there. So, basically, map. This is as far as I've explored so far. When you leave, which is, I'm here. So when you leave, the first thing you do is they ask you to activate this navigation beacon, which gives you this purple ring of opened up, explored stuff. So up here is that. I went and investigated that, and all it is a flying, what looks like an AI ship. It's unknown at the moment. I don't know how to interact with that, so I'm leaving that alone because it could as much sink me as it could anything else. That's a refuel outpost, which I don't usually need, and this I don't need at the moment because I'm pretty much self-sufficient. What we're going to do is we'll quickly head up to this Lazarus complex. I've not been there yet, but we can go past a couple of these places, and I might actually stop at this navigation beacon and show you around there, and then we'll head over to Lazarus because that's just the next progression in the story. That is 6 kilometers away, and at my current speed, probably about 10-15 minutes. So systems on here, this is just a atmospheric display which shows me the rain, temperature, wave height, cloudiness. That's the wind direction, which is what I definitely need to know because of these wind turbines. That's just speed heading, and I think that might be the total amount of miles I've done in the boat, 35.1. Obviously a compass. That's just the throttle rating, percentage of the ship, so I've repaired everything. I'm going to need to repair a few bits and pieces on the deck when I get going, but the sun is coming up, which is good, which means all the bad beasties are asleep. This monitors the fuel. That won't get used very often unless I really need to get out the ship quick. This is what I'll mainly be focusing on, and when those wind turbines kick in, I'll be making good 60% throttle, and it will still be charging everything. And this is just a clock. So we shall do about 60% reverse, if that's on it, 100% to get out of it. Sorry man, I just seen your messages. I don't have it coming up on my main screen, I have it coming up on my iPad. Thank you very much for those messages. I can't tell you how good it is to see someone doing it properly. Well, properly is, I'm not quite sure how yet, but I'm doing it what I think is the best. And I'm stuck on something. Why is that going off that way? See, distracted. Crashed my boat already. So yeah, I don't really 100% know what I'm doing yet, but it's a lot of trial and error. That's what I was caught on. That's glitched into the side of the boat by the look of it. There's a little one of the buoys down the side that stop you bashing the side of your ship up. Can the electric engine be turned off when stationary to conserve power? Yes, I believe so. I only run with the electric on. I can turn the... I think if it's not actually running, it won't draw any energy. I think what's drawing the energy on the boat is the lighting system. Because at the moment nothing is drawing any power apart from as I'm moving the engine. In fact, I shall investigate that. That's a good question. I would like to see that. Get out of the base a little bit. What way's the wind going? Should be blowing this side. I'm not going to blow into anything. Right, okay, so what I do at the moment when this music shuts up I'll turn that back up in a minute. Would have helped if I actually stopped the engine. Yeah. Right, that is engine stopped. So at the moment I have the diesel engine turned off and the electric engine is turned on, but in theory if it's not running it shouldn't be drawing any power. I do have a 300 watt drop. If I switch that off, still a 300 watt drop, so you can turn that off, but when it's not running it's not drawing power. Gonna need bare resources at the complex. Yeah, I've got a fair amount stocked up in my boxes. I have green boxes and I have white boxes. The white boxes because I'm too lazy to actually sort everything out. This is all the electric stuff that I'm going to need for building bits and pieces. In here I've got a bucket ton of copper, rubber, glass, iron, gold, silicon, polyurethane, blah 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 blah, everything basically. So that is all in. Stuff like this I don't need to keep in the bars. I can just stick it in the recycler. In here. I'll put some ammo in that one as well. Yeah, so I'm going to need a lot of basic resources which I've got, and also I've noticed, I mean everyone else knows this but this is new to me, is that if I go into customize, obviously you can alter the box but you can turn on the proximity. Now I'm assuming that the proximity means that I can nick stuff out of that. I have, if I just check my inventory, I have basic stuff on me. I need to put that in the grinder. I have 2 iron on me which I picked up, but if I go and repair this, I've available 42 plastic. Now I don't have 42 plastic on me, so I'm assuming that because the storage is below this, I'm within range, like in No Man's Sky, you're in range of your ship. I'm in range of those boxes, so I can draw resources from those boxes to help me fix this, which is probably something everyone else knew, but it's new to me. So that's handy. I don't have to carry around everything. Nope, didn't want to do that. Come on, plug in. Thank you. At the moment, these are just... well, they're not doing a lot because I'm using the battery to feed the ship. But if I unplug that one and plug that one in, then it should start drawing a little bit of power when I turn all these on. So I toggle the switch. I'm thinking turning these off actually stops the drain, stops these wearing down, because they're not actually generating, they're still generating electric, but the electric's not flowing anywhere. So I think that might be saving the wear and tear on them. So I turn these off when I don't need them, and it seems to be making them last a little bit longer, so I don't have to repair them every 2 freaking minutes. So we'll unplug that one, plug that one in. So basically now the ship is just balanced itself out. You could see that going that way and then that way. So that's now pulling power from this battery. And all these wind turbines do is fill up this battery. That battery then feeds the boat. So if I lose the wind turbines, I've still got the battery. If I lose the battery, I'll just switch it over and I've still got the wind turbines. And what that gives me is we'll give it, what's that, 50% power on the electric motors only. The diesel's all switched off. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull all the crap out of those at some point and chuck it in the grinder. It saves space. So at 50% throttle, I'm still getting full charge on the batteries. So if I want to even it out, I can go up to 80% on the batteries, 80% on the throttle, and the battery is still about 1 kilowatt charging. And when the wind picks up, we only got a 3 meter per second wind at the moment. That'll pick up when there's a storm. As you see, I'm still at 80% and I'm getting full charge on the batteries from the wind turbines and the batteries. It's only when I hit 100% that there is actually a slight draw. But now the wind's picked up to 5 meters a second. So that's what I wanted to do. The first save, I completely ballsed up. And completely, what did they say? I underestimated my abilities and overestimated how difficult the game was going to be, or the other way around, one of the two. So I restarted, and this is as far as I got. I didn't leave the home starter base until I was 100% sure that I could be a bit self-sustaining. So yeah, I'm doing 100% throttle, and it's at 9.3 kilowatt. Yeah. And we're doing 14 kilometers an hour. What I'll do is I'm going to kick in the diesel engine as well, and we'll see how fast we can get. This is only on 3 cylinders and 2 cylinders and a booster cylinder. So we're now doing 25 knots. 26 kilometers an hour towards mines, which is never good. I actually managed to kill one of those sharks yesterday. Well, a mine hit it, which kind of killed the shark, but I kind of chopped it up into little bits. Oh, cheers man, thank you for the like. Don't forget about your net. The setup is very good, to be honest. Yeah, cheers buddy, thank you. Let's race this shark. No, didn't want to race. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so we're doing 26 kilometers an hour, 27. Right, so we bring that back. 30% throttle should be good on just electric to stop the beasties catching up and jumping on board. But it's just enough so I can fire over the back and kill them, which is always handy. So I'm going to power down the diesel generator. That's the diesel engine. And we'll... So I wasn't using any fuel because it was all coming from this thing being fed in by the biomatter. That's just a hazmat box, because that's poo into fuel. That's a little boy there. Just had a nasty feeling I was running into a mine then, but I think I've avoided them. Yeah, first playthrough I was below decks and ran right into one of those, and it did not end well. Yes, this is just a little platform. There's not much on there other than a few resources. I had a quick look at that. The floating buoys, they contain resources. You can dive on them and nick the resources, although as I found out when I stood on one nicking the resources, after the resources are gone, the buoy sinks and takes you with it. And as soon as I have a very, very big fear of deep water, or any water I can't see the bottom, it's not good. This shark is definitely following me. Yeah, I managed to kill one of those yesterday. I was quite chuffed. Ended up grinding it to bits. Yeah, alright mate, I'm not doing nothing. Go away. Go away. You're being warned. Go away. Another Gucci little thing I figured out was that if I connect this up to the ship's power, it never runs out. You had enough, or do you want some more? You coming back? No, he's had enough. That's fair enough. So this is my net. I shall drop... Oh, in fact, I have a full load of nettage. Forgot about that, to be honest. Take all of that. Drop the net again. Open this up. Any more? Yeah, so all that junk I just pulled out of the net. Copper, polyurethane, plastic's handy. Fabric I seem to need a lot of as well. So we'll take all that. Let's see if I can fit it in this one. Oh, wrong button. That's one thing I need to sort out, is button mapping. Deposit. Right. Yeah, the net is definitely worth it. You can literally just drive around for 20 minutes, fill up the net, and then away you go. You don't really have to go searching for stuff. Yeah, we're going to head to that relay tower. Yeah, I know, I definitely picked a good game. Tell you what, if there was a dark coloured bath and I got into it, I'd have a bit of heebie-jeebie. I don't know what it is. It's the water doesn't scare me because I can go swimming. That's not an issue. It's the fact if I can't see the bottom, then immediately there is a leviathan the size of flicking Bristol underneath me coming to get me. Yeah, so if I was to fall in now, my heart rate would jump probably 20 or 30 beats per minute easy. That's how bad it is. But some games it doesn't seem to affect me, but this game does. Obviously because of them frickin' things over there, the sharks and other stuff that I haven't yet found. That's cool, man. You do what you gotta do. Thanks for the watch anyway. I would ask you to like and subscribe, but I don't. If it's not good enough, then don't. I'm not really in it for the likes and subscriptions. OCD. Yeah, this OCD thing is kicking about with these wiring being all this like jungled about. If I could do it again, I'd have them all neatly lined up in rows, so there wasn't all this crossing of cables, and it's not the most efficient. But basically, all the wind turbines run through that one here, and then that one goes to the battery, and then that one goes to the ship. So that is the most critical one. But I do have a couple of spares, and I can always plug it into here if I need to. Yeah, so the maximum net at the minute is 15 kilograms, and only in a couple of minutes I've pulled out 11.5 nearly kilograms, so that's cool. And I tell you what, sometimes you play these games and you get so absorbed in all this stuff that you forget to just go, look at that. How lovely is that? Welcome to Navigation Beacon 49, which has got 2 mines round it and a shark. Now the only trouble with... Sod off! Or I'll zap you. Go away. Yeah. That's another reason why I'm not going swimming anytime soon. I actually told the developers on their page that I'm not, because there's underwater infrastructure all over the place. Sod off! There's underwater infrastructure all over the place, and I've told them, I'm sorry, that's not part of the game I'm going to explore yet until you give me a submarine. And while I was on their page, actually, I did have a read of their what they're looking to do in the future, which once I get up into the cabin again, I'm going to get some speed up, because I don't want to be stopping at night because all the little buggers jump on board. What's that? 39%, 6. I get it up to 10, and then steer away from that mine as well on my up. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going away from the wind at 9 kilometers an hour. I wonder if that's going to affect the wind generation rate on the turbines. Because in theory, if I'm doing 11 kilometers an hour, then there's only a 4 meter per second wind. If I'm going faster than the wind, I don't know. I'm not a physicist. I'm not entirely that clever, to be honest. Anyway, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to do... where is it? Took a picture of it. So they've released a early access roadmap, which is what this is. This is early access. So just before Christmas, they're going to introduce Habitat Node questline, new modules and a forklift, warehouse, caves, a basketball game. I've already been playing that. That one we went past a while ago had a basketball hoop and a basketball, so I did that. I was very annoyed I didn't get an achievement for that. I should have done. Night vision and money trash, that's all coming before Christmas. Just after Christmas, they're having putting in a new vehicle, a jet ski. Storms and lightning rods, so you can actually use the energy from the storms as part of keeping the boat going. Fishing, net launchers, and a sonar. Sonar's going to help because I'm not going underwater unless I know 100% there's something there. Build decorations, that should be good. Boat customization, awesome. Early spring 26, new vehicle, the gyrocopter, so we're going to get airborne. That I will be into because I'm massively into flight sims. Yeah, I'm going to head to the complex. I was just going past this this little bit first. I was going to stop, but it's night time and I don't like stopping at night because all the little bugs jump on the boat and I have to spend 20 minutes shooting them off. So spring 26 is the gyrocopter, rafts and steel cables, new enemy type, data cables, contact with space. Okay. Spring 2026, new underwater locations. I'm not going anywhere near that unless I get a submarine. Combat upgrades, new weapons and a shield, photo mode. Yes, I'm going to be using that. New quests, New Horizons is early summer 2026, which is the next update. Classified emerges from the deep. Ooh. Decoy mines, VHS tapes, new enemy type, new quests, and then in the future they're looking for new frontiers. Reveals its secrets. New enemy type, new quests and more. So they've got a hell of a lot planned for next year, which is good because I'm going to be smashing this for a good while. So yeah, the complex is should be up here. So we need to be going this way, which is that big bastion looking thing. And I said bastion, not the other word. Get a lot of these off the coast of the UK where I am, old war forts. Yeah, sorry man, if I don't see your messages straight away, it's because I'm having to look away from the screen to see my iPad, which is down on the side. But thank you very much indeed for the like. Yeah. Right, so we'll keep her at 70% roll. This shark is very interested in me. I read on the web page as well, these are guarding important infrastructure and kind of floating around eating all the crap in the sea. So I'm not going to go in the sea because then they'd eat me, which is not good. There's another one over there. There's two of them. At least they're kind of high visibility, health and safety certified sharks, so you can actually see them coming. Right, I'm pulling that up. It is beautiful. Yeah, load of junk. Right, while I'm here, I'm going to stick the bio waste in there. I've left it running. That's what the draw was. I was trying to figure it out. Like my dad said, always turn the lights off when you leave. I can't turn the lights off, but I left that running. So that's what was drawing all the power. It's very noisy. What's the black stuff? Ah, rubber. Rubber's always handy. Ooh. Should be able to fit that in here, I reckon. I keep finding these things like a first aid book, Nutricore food. It's obviously when you get humans later on. I get to make my own humans. Lovely. That one's full. That one's not got a lot in it. Do we have anything going there? No. That is purely for electrical components. These are all spare. Took me a while to realise you could alter the boxes as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. I've moved the iPad in front of me now so I can kind of... I'm watching the stream as well, so there's 2 people watching. One of them is me, because I'm watching the stream and the comments. So it's just me and you. They need to do... If they... I know it's kind of against what the game is actually about, but if they allowed, like, 1-person co-op, and you had, like, you could have 2 people. Maybe if you got to the end game and you could actually create a human and that human became your second player on the boat, that would be awesome. Maybe that's something. But I've got Fred. Fred's just kind of not doing much at the minute. He's the first one I've found that seems to be fully intact. They're either missing arms and legs or a head. Yeah, storm is getting pretty bad. Can't actually see what's occurring in front of me. But we shall ponder on. I wish there was a way you could turn the lights off. That would save a lot of energy. I don't see why you need the lights on, to be honest. Oh, I forgot to dump the net again. This I haven't investigated much. Oh, there's me. That's me. That's what I look like. Fred is... if that thing jumps up and smacks me in the back of the head now. Log data, nothing in... Oh yeah, we've got a lot in that. Whispers within. This is just a lot of like the backstory. Base, nothing yet. That's coming. Survival guide. Basics on and do everything. And this is the quest. So my next thing is to go to the Lazarus complex. I get 250 experience and 20 enhancer points for that. So, actually, while we're here, is the mic okay? If you can hear me alright over this, the game, let me know, or if I need to alter the mic levels. So basically, you earn XP, and it gives you, obviously you go up levels, and each level gives you a skill amount of skill points, so you can unlock different stuff. This is all the stuff I've unlocked at the minute, which I think is handy and necessary to me. Later on I'll probably unlock some more. As you can tell, I don't get there with a lot of speed. I just like to enjoy the game. So unfortunately, this is going to be a long one. But I have power in reserve if I need. Hang on. Oh, that's the solar one. Okay. So that one over there is the fuel one, and that one over there is the solar platform. I did have a look on there, but I couldn't get it powered up because I'm thick as mince. So I left it alone. So we're just going to head to the Lazarus. This is a nice break from the usual game I play, which is Arma Reforger or Division. Sometimes running around shooting stuff is great fun, but when you want to chill out, this has become my new chill out game. It used to be No Man's Sky, and then it was Snow Runner for a little bit, as chill out games, not as kind of main games. Elite Dangerous used to be the big chill out game until Odyssey, and then I kind of fell out of love with that rather rapidly. I need to get back into that, see if it's sorted itself out. X4 is quite good, that's a good chill out game, but this is just sail through the world and watch the sharks that want to eat me swim by. Go away. That's probably attracting them more than it's forcing away. Yeah, so you can jump on the top of these buoys, and they will they have resources in them which you can take, but I'm not going to get involved with that, because when I take the resource out of that, it sinks. And Mr. Jaws over there is going to eat me. How are we doing? Yeah, I'm still on fully charged. Not consuming anything. I'm on 71%. Doing 12 knots. We have a 4.2 meter per second wind coming from our left side. I don't know the. I know that's the bow and that's the stern. I don't know the left and the right nautically, unfortunately. So we have a 4 knot, 3.5, 4 meter. I keep calling it knots. It's not knots. It's meters per second. For God's sake, 3 meter per second wind coming left to right, which is actually blowing the ship slightly left to right as well. We are coming up on the Lazarus complex, which is the next mission I have to do. Yeah, titanium is, it seems to be quite scarce. So I'm keeping a lot of that. Yeah, I've not played. I tried Ark. I couldn't get into it. It's a good looking game. I think if I had a couple of people to play it with, it might entice me a little bit more, but I think some games you can just muck about and play by yourself. But I think Ark is one of those ones where it pays to have a few people. Yeah, that's not health and safety approved, that gun in the rain. What is quite fun though is stood in the rain with these sharks coming around you. You hook it up to this and it never runs out, so I can zap myself until my heart's content. What I have noticed as well, which I haven't unlocked yet, is that you can add modifications to the gun. Now, I don't know how to do that. Similar to the old Arma Reforger, you can look at the gun, but you can't twizzle it round, but It's got 3 attachment points. Now, I'm assuming at some point I'm going to unlock something that's going to give me the ability to build this stuff, if I haven't done it already. If you know, Mr. Real Videos, please tell me how I stick stuff on this gun, because I could do with a sight. So I don't do a lot of aiming down sights with this, because it's more of a fire from the hip job. Fred, look. Look. Lazarus. Look. Behold. No, you're not lying down like that, because people will start talking. That's better. So I'm going to do a quick survey of this. I'm going to get a full beans while I do it as well, because I don't want to be getting shot at. Let's turn the music off. Oh, that music sounded a little bit... What does that remind me of? Yeah, it's definitely... can't remember the film now. Yeah, it reminds me of the theme track to a film, Blade Runner. How the can I not remember that? Idiot. Yeah, that music, little chord sequence reminded me of Blade Runner. Oh, I'll tell you what they need to do in this game. 100%. They need to add, as stupid as it sounds, HOTAS controls. So I can use my HOTAS as the throttle and my joystick as the steery bit. Because that would put the level of immersion up quite a bit. I've actually had to get a new joystick recently because mine died. All the motors wore out in it. All the little encoders. So, Lazarus. Now, why do I feel like Lazarus is the name I really need to understand? Lazarus. Greek mythology. Okay. Lost sight of the ship. Lost sight of the Lazarus building, so I'm going to slow down a bit. This is when that radar is going to come in handy, because the fog is really thick. Nearly as thick as me. Charger, yeah. Ooh, electric rifle. Should look forward to that. I do like the electric pistol. At the moment, that is serving its purpose very well. In fact, early access game, one thing I highly recommend above anything else is back up on a regular basis. Because once it starts getting a bit chuggy, you can guarantee a crash is coming. Okay, so that thing flying over the top of it was...
We found it. The Lazarus complex. Its halls lie dormant, waiting for you to bring it back to life.
Oh, I bet they're not dormant. I bet they're full of spidery things and blobs. Yeah, that thing, you might not be able to see it because my resolution is crap for YouTube. there's a flying thing above the Lazarus, which it does look like a ship, but it looks like a caretaker ship because it's designed similar. All it was doing was just flying around, swooping down on my boat, but didn't seem to actually be doing much. So I kind of left it alone. That was at the up north. That was this thing here. It says unknown, but that was where that thing was flying around. Yeah, I'll charge up before I go in there. This backpack I've got also has a little bit of extra charge on it as well. Power. If I had hair, it would be stood on end. The amount of power that's drawing. Yeah, so I'm going to have a quick lap of this thing. Just to see where the entry points are. There definitely looks to be one up there. I need to avoid these mines. I've got no way of getting rid of the mines other than hitting them, and I don't really want to be doing that, if I'm honest. Although once you get this thing up going... Oh yeah, okay, it's safe, nothing to see here. Right, okay. Why am I not believing you? Oh, actually, there's a landing dock. Right. I couldn't see that because it was so low to the waterline. What I'm going to do... What's that? Oh, Christ, I thought it was like a dolphin or something. It's bobbing crap in the water. What I'm going to do is get as close to I can, close as I speak English, as close as I can to that landing dock, and then stick the mooring lines down, and that'll pull the boat in. But I don't like the look of that thing on the roof of that building. I don't know why. It looks ominous. There's obviously a tower on the top, which I'm going to have to repair, obviously, because nothing stays functional. I always have to repair something. Yeah, blobs. Blobs, blobs, blobs. So if you're aware of what's in here, what resources should I take? Like iron, plastic. Obviously I'm going to charge myself up before I go in there, but I need a list of stuff, because I ain't got the massive amount of inventory space. I'm assuming I'll be able to find a lot of stuff in there. So you're going to have to help me. I'm not going to like this jumpy thing across the water, am I? Right, what have we got? What have we got? Go to the left here. Slowing to 52% throttle, Captain. %40 throttle. Drifty, drifty, drifty. Not going to put the anchors down just yet. Bonsai! Now hopefully that should pull that in. In fact. Come on. Come this way. Yeah, I think what happened in the base when I left is I got glitched on one of these. Yeah. They do magnetically stick to stuff, but I'd want to stick them to the side of my boat rather than have them on there. Right, if I bring that forward, that's going to hit that, so that's going to stay there. That's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to wait till daylight. Which, to be fair, shouldn't be that much longer. Let me check. Wow. What time is it? Oh, okay. We're not going to wait for daylight because that'll take hours. Right. Time to get some biomatter. Right. Come on then. These things plague me to death. Literally. Level 9. Come on then. Who's next? Anyone? See, this biomatter I stick in there and it gives me diesel. And I've got the gun plugged into the ship, so it's not going to run out anytime soon. Yeah. Ooh. These things don't like daylight, they explode. So at night time, they come out. Connect and raise the anchor, wait till level. Hang on. Titanium, fabric, copper, iron. Okay. Go away. See them down there, they're all round the flipping propeller. Get off my ship! Yeah, we'll deal with these for a couple of minutes. Here comes the next lot. Yeah, this is why I don't like docking up anywhere at night time, because you just get invaded with these things. They like eating anything electrical. If I fall in here, I swear I'm going to have a panic attack. Where are you lot coming from? Ah, okay, so they don't like the light. That's what I could do with then, is run some lights around the boat. Those spotlights. Connect then raise the anchor. Wait until level with the dock. And then untether. Just use the anchor. Okay. That makes sense. See, I've been doing it the other way around. I was using these tethers to save me using the anchor because the anchor was getting glitched sometimes. The anchor would glitch through the key sometimes, and it was kind of pulling the boat down. I'll do that. Give it a go. This is your suggestion. If it all goes wrong, it's your fault. Yeah. Get rid of that cable quick. Yeah, I did notice in rough seas as well, the boat can sometimes dip down, go underneath the platform, and then get stuck. Right, so we'll let that drift a little bit, and then we'll shove the anchor down. Which I think, if I understand you right, is what you're on about. Yeah, good enough gap. Fred fell off. God damn it, Fred. What are you doing? Get back on there. Thank you. In fact, leave that on. Not going to hurt anything. Right. I'm going to save. I know a lot of people look down on people that use a lot of saves for stuff. They want to do a unique straight playthrough. But unfortunately, my skill levels aren't that good. So, let's go explore. Okay, so that's a massive cargo lift, which isn't powered up yet. So I need to get power to that to get it to work. Well, let's just sort out the inventory side of things first. Not sure how much I can carry in total. I shall get rid of... Right, so if I take... what we got? Titanium. Titanium. 1, right. I need more. Buttons are not in the right space. 3. See, I need to sort this out. This is messing with my OCD big time. What do I get titanium from? Is it from the robots? Right. Okay, so I need to power it up from the ship to turn the base on. That makes sense. That's similar to the last base I did as well. So what gives me titanium? Okay. For sensitive viewers, you may want to avert your eyes a minute. Because... Oh no, I don't get titanium from him. You're safe, Red. For now. For now. Do a bit of exploring. Should be a power socket somewhere, apparently. Stairway to nowhere. What's going on there? See if my brain can figure out. There's nothing that way. What we got here? Got enough. A computer. Oh, of course, yeah. Computers. 2 types of robots. Ah, yeah. I know I got to jump. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Here I go. Right. Wait, no. Let me just assess first. Yeah. Well, I suppose if I miss, I'm going to just cartwheel off of that and then land in the water. Yeah. Run up. Ah, easy peasy. Right, once I dive on there, I ain't going to get back off of it, so... A bit of lag. Okay. Assuming there's a platform there. And that to that, that to that, to that. Gonna be an entrance up there somewhere. This sort of stuff does remind me of that old puzzle game Portal, which I did play a lot of back in the day. Right, I'm going to put the gun away because that isn't helping. Coordination skills of a badger. Parkour! I'm going to assume that I should be able to get on that. Okay, that's... Yeah, but what's nothing up there? Or is there? Is there something there above me? Yes! Thank you, Mr. Barrel. Go up. Need a little bit. Okay, Christ, nearly fell off there then. Okay, once I go in, I'm not coming back out. So this may be save scum if something goes wrong. I don't want to jump down there because I can't see the bottom. Oh, I can. Not that far. Just hold it against the wall. It's better. I need night vision. Oh, yeah, not going that.
Offline. We
Yeah, no
can't
shit.
access the Hall of Humanity unless you find the main power. It should be on the roof.
Okay, so I've got to get to the roof. Ah. Maybe an idiot. It's Bob. Got your mate Fred on me boat. Oh, you know. No, no, no. Although... what we need... Everything looks better with Silooms. Yeah, this isn't going to end well, is it? Oh, I can see the bottom, so I'm not going to panic too much. But as soon as I dive in that water, those are going to pop and all the little beasties are going to come out. I knew you were going to say that. Can I... right trigger. Diversionary tactic. No. Well, shit. Right, I need to remember how to do something here. That needs to connect to pistol. Right, so that should give me a nice constant flow of power. Bonsai! Ah, didn't get me. Yet. Shh, don't say anything, they won't see me. There's lots of material here I can use. Plastics. Replacing that. Ah. This is that big cargo thing, isn't it? Ah, nice. Oh. Oh, buggers are everywhere. Come on. Put you down here. There you go. Wasn't what I wanted to do. Who was that? Bugger off. That's what I wanted to do. Torch is going to drain my battery. So I need to get to the roof. This looks like it goes towards the roof. Yeah. Oh shit. The ladder. YouTube does do a number on the lighting of things. Right. Back up. Right. Backing up to slot 8. Because this is the one I use for where I'm in trouble. And there's half a chance I ain't getting back out of it. Turn that off and then... Why cannot I remember buttons? So that needs to go to holster. And I shall use this. Still no power. That's a level 2 security, I'm assuming. See how that looks. What just... for God's sake. Right, so we need to go up. So I'm assuming the gameplay law says you go all the way around the other way to find the other bit. Oh, fucking really? Did you just see how many of those dropped down there then? No, 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 not fun. Limber up. Oi! Oh. Very dark. Scary. I'm going to assume I'll just keep going up. Oh, it's pipes. That's going to be an adventure. As soon as I got the power back on, I can see what's going on. So I've still got the gun connected to my backpack. Yeah, that's a long drop. Looks like maybe a cargo elevator. I don't need to land on that. I need to land on that, I reckon. Yeah. Physics is great in this game, but that shouldn't have rolled that far. Yeah, I don't know. Because that looks where it's broken off. Can't see anything above me. So I just have to Yahtzee it. Actually, this might work. This might work. One's eye. Yeah, if that had failed, I could have just gone down there, I think. Right, we'll have them. You out the way. You. Ladder. Nope. Go. Free. Junk. It's all over the place. Follow the trail. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, you're the flyy spitty ones, aren't you? Don't like the flyy spitty ones. I'm getting there. Need to get to the roof. I've not been reading the comments. Waiting for that. Oh no, you should have gone that way. Room clear. Oh, it helps that it's night. Great. To the roof with you, young man. I'm honest, I was expecting more enemies. No, that was never going to work. Parkour! Ah, put the gun away. Concentrate on what you're doing. Get up there. Why are you not grabbing hold of the ledge? It's purely my button mashing fault. Right. Let's try it. So I have got to get up there, basically. Ooh. This is cool. Come on, daylight, hurry up. I want to use my torch. So I've got to go here. Oh. Bear with me a minute while I sort out distinct lack of why won't you let me grab onto that ledge? It goes up there fine. Parkours onto that fine. I'm not reading the comments. Because I know what you're thinking. And I'm thinking it myself. Ah, okay, so I'm trying to get it at too much of an angle. Nothing says you're taking too much time than once you made it to the roof, there is a long ladder and you can drop down the outside. I'm now going for a 3-course meal. And you'll still be struggling by the time I get back. Sod off. I can hear you. Right. Freaking fighting with my back to the wall. Getting out of here. Yeah, these bloody things. What are these? That was at that other location. Now, I don't know how to interact with these at all. They just seem to fly around. Put me gun away. I'm not a threat. Now, I don't know how to interact with them. Use... Connect to pistol. Charge that back up. Ooh! They're obviously on my team, but because they haven't killed me. But what are they? alright, I just need to fight these off till daylight or the sun comes up. Sorry. They're like the Sentinels in No Man's Sky. I don't know what they do other than shoot you for getting in the way. Ah, you thought you'd sneak up on me, did you? No. Frickin' leeches. Oh, biofuel. Right, I'm not going to sit here and play with them all day. I need to find this power. Oh, shit. Really? How many? I'm like the frickin' Pied Piper for slugs. Oh. Right, where is the control room? Oh yeah, the flying things. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to be going anywhere near them. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Oh, beautiful. The sun will come out tomorrow and you will explode. Come on. In the sun. In the sun. Thank you. Right, so where do I need to go? I reckon it's going to be in one of these buildings. And it's always going to be the one with the frickin' monster sat in front of it. I don't mind the little robot things. Glow sticks. You shoot one, run. Glow sticks. They don't like light. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was UV. Ah, okay. Oh, you sneaky little rat. Right, so if I hook this up to this, I need a load of iron, plastic. Right, where's that ladder so I can get down there? Get back down there, straight down to the ship if I need to. Small building. Okay, so I got building with a 7 on it. A blue building. Ah, this one. Hello. The one with the power cord hanging out of it. Roger that. That's going to need connecting to that. And then that's going to need connecting to this, which isn't going to reach. Of course it's not. Right. Build one of those about there. So I need iron and I may have encountered the flaw in my little plan. That gives me scraps, I need that. Red card, oh, hang on. So we have a yellow building, a blue building, and a building with number 7. Oh shit, yeah, save point. You know when you said about make sure you take a load of supplies with you? Yeah, I did hear that. I just obviously chose to forget it. Right, that's going to run that, but I don't think for very long. So I've got that one as well. So I want some iron, I think it was. I don't want to use my backpack power. Yeah. I don't know how long that backpack power will last, if I'm honest, but it should be enough to get this. As long as I can get it booted up off 2 of those solar panels, I'm laughing. That should be enough. Oh shit. That should be enough to run. Right. So. Let's charge myself up and then connect me to that. Oh. I was thinking that I'd use up most of that. Obviously not. Right, so. Experiment number 1. Get in. Copper and iron. Yeah, baby! Right. Plastic. Right. That's rubber. Don't shout at me. I know I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. Yeah, I didn't see that. Don't comment on that. Oh, I need to find plastic. Oh, where can I find plastic? In the freaking pocket. Holy shit! It's Christmas! Yeah, I didn't think that little bottle of power, little battery, would last that long with this. But that is good to know. They don't take up that much power. Right. Alakazam. There we go. Just by magic. Right, you go in there. And then And then connect you to... Of course, as
Power is
soon
restored.
as I
Now
need it,
we
it
can
starts
enter the Hall of Humanity.
freaking raining. Right, 2 is going to be sufficient. Whew. We got a good flow of power. 1.6 kilowatt. That's good. From them. I thought they were pretty much damaged. Alright, so we're going to leave that connected to there. Although, is there a second output? There isn't. So I'm going to need another one of those blocks in here. Thank you very much for your help, sir. I would not have been able to do this without you. Okay, yeah, cool. I mean, that when I got the portable scrapper in my hand, it tells me that I get metal scraps out of that, but it doesn't tell me if it's iron, steel, aluminium, or aluminum. And this is obviously rubber scraps. Metal. It doesn't tell me what. I'm going to get fabric from that. This could be steel. I'm assuming that's steel. One of the, that could be iron. That's quite a dense thing, just like me. Right, I'm gonna go with my gut and build one of these here. Plug that into there. That one into there. So that only ever needs to come that way. That way. Right, what I think I'm going to do for 10 minutes is just have a quick break and a leg stretch while we've got this far. I would not have been getting this far without the help of Mr. Real Videos. I would have got there eventually, but you would have been sat here for 7 hours with me just banging my head against a metal wall and not getting very far. So I'm just going to take a quick break for 10 minutes and I shall be back. If it goes night time, hopefully I'm not going to get eaten by anything. And then we shall start exploring in here. So I'll do a quick save. Use the danger save. And you can just going to flip it to the other screen for 10 minutes. While I get a drink. So come back, 10 minutes. Make a cup of tea. Get a sandwich. Tub of Pringles. I need help. I'm still here, I promise. What I'm going to do quickly, I have just saved the game. I'm just going to quit the game and relaunch it because I'm noticing that there's a little bit of lag building up the longer I play it. Give me 2 seconds. I did just save it, so I'll come straight back to it. It seems to help after a couple of, maybe like an hour or so, hour and a half of playing, that you stop. Because it seems to get rid of a lot of the lag in it. Maybe there's a little bit of a memory leak going on somewhere. But I press that one. That should now bring me back online. Yeah, so thanks to people that are watching, especially Mr. Real Videos, who is helping me out a hell of a lot. All the comments are gratefully received at the moment. This game is very deep, and there's a lot of stuff to learn. A lot of stuff I haven't discovered yet, obviously, because I'm only into it for a few hours. Most of which has been spent in the base, building up the ship so I can kind of self-contain myself as I'm going, which is the main thing in this game. You need power. So we'll load back in. It was on backup 8. Was it 4:30? Yes, that's that. So I use one save for when I'm 100% safe, and then another save when I'm in situations where if I mess it up, it's going to do me in. So, right, we're back. Yeah, it's not lagging as much, which is good. You probably won't see it your end, because YouTube does a number on my videos until they're processed and uploaded. So if you come back to this video in a couple of days, it will look a hell of a lot better, because they post-process it when it gets uploaded, even when it's live. Excuse me, that's my monster going down the wrong way. So yeah, we're still daylight, which is good. So we have power to the buildings. Now let's go and have a look inside. This one is locked. I can't get in. Missing requirements. So I need to find a Pico terminal, which might be over here. Okay, yeah, look, I'm not shooting at you. Bagger off. That's locked. Okay. But it's open. Right, so okay, tech scraps, broken glass, aluminium, wire scraps. We'll have that. Put some lights on. Now bear in mind, I've only got solar power hooked up, so that's the power of the base is going to go off at night time. So I'm thinking maybe build a wind turbine. It depends whether I'm going to have enough stuff. So I need 2 of those. Oh, I've built an extra one of those for some reason. Idiot! Right, start dismantling stuff. I need that up and running before night time. Ideally, I want computers and electrical stuff. Fabric might come in handy. See what I get out of this. It's not liking it. Right, base power's coming off for a minute. If it's not bolted down, it's going in. Get in there. Hey, I'm back. Iceland cheeseburger spring rolls. Any good? I went out to Tesco's this morning and got a few bits and pieces, so I got tubs of Pringles and some French stick and some cheesy bread. So I'm going to have a feast later, I reckon. This is still going. Yeah, so basically I've just figured that these solar panels are only going to be as good as there's sunlight, and sun is going down, so hence this is going to have to try and make up the backlog. Okay, no, this OCD thing is that one needs to go that one. This one needs to go this one, and then this one can go this one, and then see that how much neater is that? Right, this one is going to supply power as long as the wind's blowing, but these two, as you can tell, have gone dead. So I want that to go that way only, which shouldn't really make much difference at the minute. Will this be enough to power the base? Yes! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, no, I've completely messed that up, haven't I? Get rid of that cable. Feng Shui. Okay, so Pico terminal. I need security. This is just the cameras. Ooh. Anything crawling around in there? Most likely, yes. Research. Lights are off. Food court. I'm going to be using this. Can I use this as a main base? Scrap everything. Yeah, everything's gone in. Repair the broken ones, then a medium battery for nighttime. Yes, that is a good idea. Can this be used as a base? You mentioned a ladder that I can use to get back down to the ship and back up again. Although I can use the cargo elevator, can't I? I'm assuming. Right, okay, this is going to be about half hour of me scrapping everything. I suppose I could use anywhere as a base, couldn't I? Connect. Air. Right, okay. So I want another. Never let me wire up your house. Okay? I'm just saying that now. So grab that cable. That cable will go in there. This one. No, 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 don't want to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay, and then twizzle, twizzle, twizzle. That can go to that one. Now I always want the power going that way. And then medium battery, which is a banging idea, which I didn't think of. There. Stop jumping, build. Right. So what do I need for that? Battery cell. This idea of it adding stuff to your queue straight away so you know what is needed is amazing. I want 2 of those. 2 of those. One. No, don't want one of them. One of those. Nah. This gun is awesome. What I wanted to do is trickle charge. I'm gonna need to make some more cables as well. Come on. Got more range than I thought it had. Scrap everything, scrap supposedly, yeah. Repair the broken ones, yeah, medium battery on that. Don't forget the ladders on the outside of the building. Right, I need to investigate that in a minute. Go away! Why aren't you helping? You're just flying around doing nothing. Right. I need a recharge. Right, base is going offline for 2 seconds. Could recharge out my backpack, but oh, she's gonna. Oh no, I thought she was gonna crash then. Oh shh. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. It's not what I intended. I'm supposed to add that to there. And then add by stack, not by total. Okay. Job done. Yeah, please don't bang your head against the wall when you're seeing me doing something completely stupid. Build some lights on the roof. Yeah, I'll get round to that. I'm going to use this as a base, I think. Instead of going back to the other place, I'm going to convert this place. I may go back and get all the crap that I made, deconstruct all that, and then use this as the main hub for all my adventures. The light on the angle is blue. You're okay. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Daytime. Which means these solar panels should start kicking in a minute. Where's that? Oh, it's getting blocked by that, isn't it? I do like the way that the shadow does actually affect the solar generation. That is quite cool. Right, let's go and convert some of this crap into useful crap. No, wrong one. Oh yeah. I need more cable, don't I? Build cable. Switch that off. That's only going to go one way, so I don't need to worry about that. Grab that. Right, so I should have enough now for connector ports. What do I need for connection ports? Cell. See what God damn it. Right, building 3 of them. What I set that to build, obviously not. Right, we'll get this built and then I will repair these again. Because they've probably worn down a little bit. They're alright actually. That one's 75%. Durability 50. Right, I'm going to repair them in a minute. So, I want everything to go through the battery. This is going to be a one-way feed, isn't it? That's going to charge the battery. If I set that to that, that's going to charge. That's only going to take the power that it needs, and it should start charging the battery. I think that's how that works. Right. You should see how bad. There. Ah, cool. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll probably off when I finish later the stream. I'll nip back to the original place, deconstruct all of these that I've got. Floating around, and then I can bring everything over to here. Right, these ladders on the outside. Ooh, junk. Okay. So basically my idea is I find a ladder I can go all the way down to the bottom. But I can use the lift, can't I? Ooh! It's a blobby thing. A dead blobby thing. What is that under there? How am I meant to get under that? Ah. Get out of it. Give me all your stuff. Right, I'll come back to that. Yeah, so I can use the lift to get pretty much all the way up. Where's my ship? Nope. Where's my boat? Oh, hello. They're handy for parts, aren't they? Nope, I don't think I made it. Ah, yeah, it was, the arch was the front bit, wasn't it? So my boat should be down there somewhere. You watch me fall off of this now. Should be down there somewhere. Right, okay. Fuck off! Come back here. Let's get rid of some of this junk. Okay, yeah. It's down on that corner. What I'm going to do is check on the status of this battery. Yeah, she's slowly charging up, which is nice, which is what I want. I need... Ask me for security for that door, but... Saved. So when the game crashes I can just jump back in. Right, so building 7 is the one with the lift, I believe. Yes. Also got a staircase. Anything worth looking at down here? Why there's a power outlet there. Give this a go. You watch the power run out halfway down. Oh. Yeah, this is my new base.
Welcome to the true meaning of your existence. This is what we were made for. You've proven that what was lost can still matter. Carry this truth forward, Caretaker. There is much yet to be done. The Lazarus racks have stood empty and broken long enough. Restore one to working order. It's our only hope of bringing humanity back from the silence. The relay atop the Lazarus waits quietly. Its guidance is crucial. Bring it back online, Caretaker, and let its signal shine again.
We're going to do the relay first, because this thing is going to suck so much freaking power. It's going to be unbelievable, and I'm going to need a bit more than a couple of... What is all this? I've not even seen this stuff before. Is this stuff I can pick up? I want a teddy bear. Oh, cable. Have that. Oh, what's this one? This is a different cable. Water cable. Okay. See, this one looks pretty much intact. Might be a good replacement for thread. So right, obviously power up, switch on, but that's going to take too much power. So I'm going to do the basic stuff first. And And then this is going to be a long haul getting this up and running. Which I may do off stream because no one's going to want to watch me do this for 27 frickin' hours. Yeah, needs power. Let's have a look at this antenna. Stop jumping. How's the battery doing? Oh, hang on a minute. Didn't see. Why did I not clock they were there? Can I run that? Is that going to power the base if I run it to there? I reckon. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a frickin' minute. It doesn't bounce very well. Come on. Yes. Second attempt. Nice. Right, so I'm going to repair and hook these up because these are the good ones. The tall ones seem to be more durable than the little ones. So we have made it to the Lazarus project, which is now officially going to be my new base. Is this battery charging? Yeah, slowly but surely. So what I'm going to end up doing is going back to the original base, deconstructing all the batteries, all the cables, all the wind turbines, and then bringing that scrap over here so I can use it to sort this place out, because this place has got more things going for it. Than my old base. The old base looks like a shoebox compared to this. Oh, I keep forgetting to get rid of all this crap. Need a big power set. Yeah, I can see it's going to be drawing a lot of amps, that thing. Anything that looks complicated, it's going to be firing amps through it. Double speed setup. Okay, yeah, see what you're saying. Right, let's get rid of this junk for 2 seconds. What I did see in the you're gonna need power, yeah. Yeah, this whole rooftop is gonna be wind farms and turbines. Solar panels, wind turbines, the lot. We'll unplug that. Oh, this basic setup isn't so bad for now. But I'm going to need a lot of power. I'm going to go and try and repair that quick. If I can actually get to it. Yes, I should be able to. I just keep going around every corner and it's like, oh, what's this? And oh, what's that? And what does that do? And why is there a platform there? And that looks like an arch for something like Stargate, if you know what I mean. Oh. Could be interesting. We get a good view from up here. Oh, hang on. Barney. No. Got it. That's close. This reminds me of climbing the towers in Far Cry, if I'm honest. Although a million times more worthwhile and better. So, which way did I... Where did I come from? My god, there's hundreds of them. I think my original base is over that way somewhere. No, because we came in with the arch towards us, I believe. So my base... Sod off, if that's my... If that little blip there is my base... Holy crap, this game is huge. Okay, cue me not doing anything for the next 6 months other than playing this frickin' game. You sneak... That would never work. How you would have a blinking stairway that went that way into nothing and then... Yeah, okay. Okay, this is gonna be... Oh, sweet man, thank you. That'd be awesome if you could keep coming and helping getting me out of the shit. But what I'm going to do now is just see if I can get up here and switch this tower on. It may not do anything until I've done something else, but I'll do this and then I'll call it a day on the stream and then come back in, go back to my other base, get all my crap, come back and build this back up. Nearly there, nearly there. No! No! Oh, damn it. Because I forgot to sprint. That's better. I think it was this one I mocked up on. There we go, come on, get up there. Or was it this one? One of them. Thank you. You wait, I'll get up here and I won't have enough freaking resources to do anything. Right, that's the ladder. Nice. You have to climb that down all the way. When at your top, don't forget drop ladder. Yeah, just clock that. That's a lifesaver. So I've repaired that. Drop ladder, go back and drop ladder. Yeah. I don't need to turn anything on up here, I don't think. It is connected and repaired now. So hopefully, although I've got the ladder on, it's climb straight back up again if I need to. Would not want to fall off of this. Ooh. Ah, I see what you're saying now. There's a ladder I could have done on the way up. Where does that ladder go then? Oh, nowhere. I'll use this one. Ah, yeah, got it. Yeah, nice one, cheers one. Oh, go away, you little sluggy things. Right, so I need to go back inside and turn that on. I need to charge up my gun as well. Whew. Right, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go and make myself a sandwich. Mission requirements. What the frick is that? Oh, it's those fly spitty things. Pico ID, Hall of Humanity authorization required. What did I forget to do? I need to go and turn something on, don't I? Give myself a quick charge. Check self. To be fair, normal operation of this base, I could probably just run it off of this and these batteries, but when I have to turn on the Lazarus doodah, it's going to be sucking power like you wouldn't believe. It says use a Pico terminal. To, in fact, I'm going to save quick. Dump all the trash in here. I've got a lot of trash. It says use a Pico terminal to get authorization. So where is the... Ah, so there'll be another one down there, I suppose. So this is roof B. This is me. Right. So that's another thing I need to figure out, is getting through that door. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to go and make myself Eco terminal is in save area. Now see, when I used this before, it came up with a grant authorization. What's it? It's not showing me. That's something I'll figure out. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here. And I'm going to literally just go back to my other base, deconstruct everything and bring all the supplies over here so I can then set this base up as my main base. Which is going to take a while and going to be pretty boring, even more boring than what you've been watching. So thank you very much for anyone who has watched, especially Mr. Real Videos, who has been invaluable to me today, because obviously this is a new game. I'm learning stuff. I think everyone's learning stuff on it, to be fair, but I'm just learning more than most. So yeah, thank you very much indeed, and I shall see you all again very soon. If you'd like to subscribe or like, it should show up as when the next one comes out, which will probably be maybe might do one tomorrow, or I may upload another one in the week, which will be a live stream and then just uploaded later. So yeah, thank you very much for anyone who's watched, and I'll see you again all soon.